Dude, hello.
Let me just fix this up on me. How are you doing, brother?
Hey, man, dude, that shirt reminds.
Yo, happy
Oh,
New Year, bro.
man, those are
چطوری
custom glasses. I love
چطوری
them.
آقای انرژی؟
Charity, why is there some voice in the background echoing and I don't even understand? Like, is that me hearing myself?
Let me keep on. Maybe are you playing the YouTube live stream somewhere in the background on a different browser or something?
No, no, I guess it's better now. Okay. How are you doing, baby? You good, Iman? How's
Yeah,
everything?
man. Thank you. Did
Happy
you
Norouz, bro. Happy Norouz.
خیلی ممنون به همچنین dude. How was your start تبدیل in Toronto?
Good. I was in bed, sleeping, you know.
Oh man, you slept right through it, huh?
Bro, 5 a.m., you know, like there used to be a time that I used to stay awake, but you know, those days are long gone. And you know what it is? I tend to think of Nowruz as a whole attitude and as a whole event that doesn't end. Like it's just for me, it's not that particular second, as if
Yeah.
like it's for like you know how it is for like New Year's Eve and people at 12 a.m. it's like everything explodes. For me, it's just like Nowruz is like a new beginning. It's just like an end to the past that you know whatever it was, put it behind you. That's how I look at it. So I don't tend to be like, oh, let me just stay awake for like lahze salat tahvil or whatever. How was
Sure.
yours, man?
Well, we were definitely awake. I mean, our live stream started at like midnight, our time, Eastern time, and so
Oh, so it was last night, midnight.
yeah. So we started last night at midnight.
Ah,
I made the genius decision of starting a 24-hour live stream at the end of a long Friday, at the end of a long week, at the end of a long month. So basically, everyone on my team has probably been cursing me out throughout the entire day, and I take full responsibility for starting at a stupid time that really did nobody any favors. I was more concerned about making sure that the idea behind let's do 12 p.m. Eastern time is that I was like, okay, you know what? If we start at 12 midnight, that's Friday night, 9 p.m. for California. And
yeah.
because people will be up for Salat Ta'abid, I was like, you know what? We'll get West Coast. And then for Europe, it'll be like 6 o'clock in the morning. So we can get like all day Saturday. That was like the mindset. But I did not think about the fact that, oh, wait a second. Do you really want to start a 24-hour stream after a long Friday at work? And that's the part that I definitely dropped the ball. So I'll take this opportunity to
Ah.
apologize to my own team. But all's well that ends well. I mean, we've
Hey,
made
you
it.
have a kick-ass team. I'm pretty sure they're all up to the task and they've been you know tackling it, and I see you're all doing fantastic. That's beautiful, man.
They are a kick-ass team and they want to kick my ass. So yes, it's wonderful. But yes, but I deserve it. They can punch me in the face too if they want. It'll help me pass out. So if they all want to beat me up, totally cool. No, man, but as tiring as it has been, it's also been very energizing to have a Rolodex of a revolving door, excuse me, of awesome people, awesome friends like you that come and they give us energy and they bring us nice love and warmth, you know. So I have nothing to complain about. So, you know, I'm tired and I'm sorry that my team is tired. But there's so much great energy that's coming, and we appreciate that. We appreciate you making time. So tell us, my friend, you know, kind of let us know what's been going on in the past year as you look back at 1399 and what you're looking forward to in the year 1400.
Dude, like needless to
where
say,
where do I begin?
gee, like, and here's the thing, like, I'm not even gonna get into like, oh, it's been shit, it's been disaster, because you know, it's been like that for all humanity across planet Earth, which is probably one of the beauties of COVID. If you actually wait to take a stand back, you will see that it is the one thing that has kind of told and shown every human from every race, from every religion, from every country, regardless of their personal beliefs, that we are all now fighting against the same common enemy. And it is really putting things into perspective, in my opinion. It changed the quality of life for I would tell you billions of people, man. Like so many lives have been impacted by COVID. So many lives have been directly impacted, if not financially, if not emotionally, if not mentally, at least like as an extension of in their families. So I I've been no exception to the rule. You know, me and you have talked about this before as well. It was quite a crazy unfolding year, and the it really made me a different person. Like I was just talking to like Seta, my partner, the other day, Iman, and I'm literally experiencing, because of COVID, a rebirth as a new person, because I had to redefine myself. It did something to me, to my core of existence, to everything I held dear and near to my heart. It took everything from me. It literally came and it took, in a snap of a finger, 15 years of my life that I had built up to be a big $1.5 million business like this. It was gone, done, like dust in the air. Just like you guys, our entertainment world is completely shattered. There's been no functions, no weddings, no club events, no concerts, nothing. And once, and that's just for us, right? And I'm sure there are people who are hit so much harder. Luckily, I live in Canada, and honestly, we're getting so much government support that at least we're able to sustain our livelihood, like our lives. So like I haven't lost my house. I haven't, like, I had to sell my car. Like I sold my car too. Like it's just been, financially, it's been devastating for so many people. And as I said, no exception for me. But the thing is, at one point, I got so sucked into that mental depression of, but why, and how did I get here? How did I allow myself to be left with nothing? That it was just a matter of, are we going to be the human beings that we are? Are we going to be resilient? Are we going to get up, dust ourselves, redefine ourselves, and go with the time? Or am I going to get kicked down by whatever it is, and just واسه خودم ترحم داشته باشم? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, feel sorry for myself. And the obvious answer is, if you're gonna continue living, and if you want to contribute, and if you want to be who you are, and you know how I've been, at least for my personal case, I've always been a person that I wanted to give, and the giving needed to continue for me to feel myself. And one major part of it was I needed to kind of pull myself out of everything, go get to know myself a little bit more, because we all think we know ourselves. Iman, this is so interesting, and I cannot stress this enough. We all think we know ourselves. None of us know ourselves. Everything we think we know of ourselves in our lives, including, if I ask you who you are right now, like I'm like, can you please, like, I just met you for the first time, who are you? What do you say, Iman?
Oh man, first of all, exhausted right now. That's who I am. I don't even know how to say who I am, honestly, because actually, that's a great question.
Imagine you just go to meet somebody for the first time. You raise your hand. Bring it out. You want to shake their hand. You say what? You say, "Hey, I'm Iman Hushman. I own Exclusively Entertainment. We are in the world of this, Night Owls. I've been studying here at this university. I was born in this country." If they ask you more and more, right? Those are what we identify ourselves at. Meanwhile, all you're giving me is your resume. All you're giving me is just a bunch of things that you have experienced, but none of them are who you are. Like, for example, if instead of Exclusively Entertainment, the name of your company was something else, would you have been a different person? No, you would have been the same person.
Sure.
Yes, your experiences would have been different, but the person experiencing life through your body, the consciousness of you would have still been the same. It just would have been a different person. A lot of people, and this, Iman, a lot of people come out of Iran, and because of our names that are not easily pronounced, we change our names here very quickly, right? So, and that's a common thing. Now, when you come here and you change your name, does that mean you become a different person? So, like, will your wife no longer recognize you? No, you're still the same person. Your kids will recognize you. It's just that you just all of a sudden say, I'm no longer, Ahmad Holi, and you could call me Mike now, right?
Mhm.
You're just putting a different mask on, yet you're still the same person experiencing life. And the problem is those masks that we put on ourselves, the beliefs that we end up believing throughout our lives, they end up defining who we are. And then we allow ourselves to judge ourselves based on those beliefs. And when those beliefs get shattered, we think we got shattered, where in fact we're not shattered, we're perfectly fine. It's just whatever you believed in no longer exists, and that's the fabric of universe, that is the fabric of life. The whole experience of us on planet Earth is supposed to be to enjoy the moment, to spread the love, and to get to know ourselves, and we lose sight of that. And that's what I learned through COVID. And because we already talked about this too, I'm going to plug this if you don't mind. That is why I started doing the podcast, because I learned so much about myself. After 4 years of dealing with chronic depression, I was depression free in a matter of a week. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I had been to physiotherapy, I had been to psychologists, I've been on medication, and all of a sudden, nothing. No medication, no physio, no psychologist. We have the power to do anything we want, and our only obstacle is our imagination, and that's what I
So
learned.
what's the number one thing that you changed that got you out of this bad state? And unfortunately, we have only 4 minutes to go before we have CMI coming on, but try to keep that one concise because I'm very
No
curious.
problem. The one thing that I changed, and by the way, I discuss this in detail, and that is the reason behind the podcast. And I do 2 podcasts. One is in Farsi, which is called Motafavit, and one is in English that's called Master Dreamer. So these 2 podcasts tackle the same issues, and we literally, I'm presenting 3 months of my research, dedication, 10 hours a day studies into different schools of thought, psychology, quantum physics, physics, basic fabrics that have taught me how to be a different version of myself. And this time, the version that I want to be, not the version that the society told me you should be, not the version that my family thought I should be. I'm building a new version of myself. And if there's one thing that you said, what is it? It is the understanding, the comprehension, just knowing that whatever we experience, good or bad, sad, heartache, betrayal, any experience that we feel, any emotion that we feel is all internal. There is no such thing as somebody did me wrong. There is no such thing as somebody made me upset. There is no such thing as somebody cheated me. All those feelings start from here, and we are the ones who make a decision on how we're going to treat every situation. Every situation that life presents to us is by inherently neutral. There is no positive or negative in a situation. And I quickly say this to people: if you walk on the sidewalk, if you're walking on the sidewalk and you see somebody fall on a piece of banana pusamos, right? One person will start laughing, bust out their phone, and just start videoing, right? That person fell. You see another person run to help them. Same situation, 2 completely different approaches. And that's just a very basic version of saying this. Everything in life, we get to choose how we deal with it and how we treat it. And Iman, listen to me. You seem like you're exhausted. I think you need some Red Bull to give you wings. But
I'm enjoying your deep conversation. It's like it's pretty I wasn't expecting a deep conversation, but I got it. That's why I'm sitting quietly over here.
No, I love you. And to be honest, I want everybody who's watching this now or later to understand what it is that you're trying to do. You're like rocking with your team. You're leading at a time where people are kind of falling back, and you're coming to the front, rising up to the occasion and saying, we're going to redefine ourselves, we're going to redefine everything. And I'm so thankful that you've done this. I'm so thankful you've asked me to be a part of this beautiful thing of yours. I send a lot of positive energy from here to your team, to yourself. And I know you got more hours to go with amazing guests. I don't want to take more of your time. I just want to have one message to whoever is watching this. Start this year with the understanding that you are in power and in control of your life. Don't ever think that life is made up for you. Don't ever give in to the idea that what is happening to you, you're powerless over. You're always, always, always in charge when you choose to be in charge.
I love you, Aras, and I appreciate you sharing your personal struggles and challenges and how you were able to overcome those and now take ownership of your own life and now passing on those words of wisdom to other people, man. You know I can talk to you for hours, my friend, and I apologize for cutting the conversation short in the middle of a nice convo. But man, much love to you. Follow his podcast, Master of Mind and Mutafid.
Master Dreamer and Mutafawid. They're both. You could just Google them both, or they're on any platform.
You can follow him on Aras.Bliss on Instagram.
That's right. That's right.
All right, my friend. I love
Iman, you too, baby. I love you. I love all your team. Thank you so much. I cannot wait until we do some more shows together, man, and kill that.
Let's do it. Check it. All right. Take care, man.
Baby. Bye.
Say hi to your lady.
Absolutely.
All right. See, full of energy.